Thank you once again for joining us today at Eastern News 24. I see the bike and Kone Chili. Yes, all right, today we are bringing to you the latest update of what is happening on the Eastern region, Biafra land. If today happens to be your first time you have come across our video, don't forget to hit that subscription button and turn on the notification. All right, this news is according to the Biafran activist, as he quote, Biafra is here. Courtroom, Finland judge in tears. Simon EKPA speak the truth behind government in exile. Hear the news in details. One my job update we bia 29. If I born of the Biafran activist with the ozi ni wakono bosoro chiketa. Ya masem ka ige ya before jumake we bia. Ige si biko kabalu. Ke drop right feature no dinkegi. All right, over to you, sir.
Acquiring people in the southeast. These are the words of Simon EKPA as he proved to the court yesterday. He played a video and he showed to the world that I informed the Biafra government in exile to show to the world that they are killing his Biafra people. Pastor, if this is your first time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our video. Please share, like, comment for more political discourse, sir. Pastor, how can you write me, sir?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, Benjamin Johnson, is a snatch, aka the Biafran evangelist. Listen and listen good. I've been saying this thing before now, that Simon EKPA has no case to answer. Neither did Simon EKPA have anything wrong based on what he has done. Regard to this, you know, the same accusation was leveled against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped. You know, until when the people of the world begin to see the video of the massacre that late Muhammadu Buhari massacred the Igbos in the name of Operation Python dance and whatsoever. These are the people that are, you know, carrying ordinary paper, newspaper, protesting against the bad governance, the bad treatment, the humiliation, intimidation that the government, Nigerian government is giving to the Southeast, the Biafrans, especially to be precise, the Christians ones in Nigeria. And they say it's a treason, is this, is that. They accuse him as for terrorist charges. They want to kill him. And when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu began to present this thing, not just to OAU, he presented it to UN, he presented the ECOWAS, he presented to G8, he presented it in different organizations, you know, internationally. That's when they now realize, begin to. I could remember in 2019 when that was the first tenure of Donald Trump, which he sent a serious message warning to late Muhammadu Buhari regard to the killing of what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have reported. You know, so as they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they wanted to die the matter through that process. That was why all those ones that the Nigerian government paid that have been following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian government brought them for them to pull out of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and do what? Betray Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So Simon EKPA, being a good guy, a man who loved the Biafra, a man who loved his people, a man who never liked what the way Nigeria is treating his people, he decided to use his position where he is, believing that he has the influence to air it on air, and he has influence. Yes, he has the influence to air it on air, and to, you know, remind the Europeans, to remind the world powers, to remind the people that they need to help the people in the axis of the east past parts of Nigeria. Do you understand? That's why he formed the bridge, and after initially before the bridge, he formed autopilot. Remember, it was from autopilot that he now changed it to bridge. Biafra in exile.
The government in exile.
Biafra government in exile. So, and if you watch, when he started with this Biafra government in exile, the thing now paved way. He blew wings. You can see to the extent that Nigerian government begin to see him as a traitor. You understand? Because they know that the importance of what this guy is doing, how it will play. You understand? So they want to silence him, and yeah, they wanted to silence him. Do you know how many times he escaped assassination? Do you know how many times they tried to bribe him? Do you know? And at the end of the day, they look at it that if we continue like this young man has finally fixed a date to unveil this thing. So if we should allow him, this guy succeeded, it will be a very huge blow on Nigerian government. So let us find a strategy, and which the same thing game they played with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They brought out that strategy. They planned their own evil seed as in the platform of that bridge. You understand? Claiming to be the members, claiming to be a bona fide member, claiming to be the lovers of Biafra, claiming to be the lovers of Samonekpa, claiming to be the lovers of what he was doing, not knowing that there are agents of Nigeria planted in his midst. Yes, agent of darkness. So they now use them to gather information, and they at the end of the day, they now loop him with false allegation because he has failed to collect the bribe to give him. You understand? So, and they now succeeded by using the bridge, Alexandra Storm. Are you getting it? Sure. Yes, using Alexandra Storm, who is the Prime Minister of the Finnish government. And why did the Samonekpa use Finnish land? Because after the war, the Finland government are the first people who show us kind gesture by giving us oporoko. Yes, kind gesture by giving us oporoko, which is called in English stockfish. You understand? And you know what a stockfish does in a body, the nourishment it does in a body, because so many kwashoko cases, you know, came up in the eastern region that took many of our children, many people life.
But sir, do you think playing out this video in court, would eventually help him? Would also facilitate his release?
Of course, he's on bail. He's on bail. You understand? Because the game was that he must not be bailed. He must languish in the jail, and at the same time, either they poison him to die there. That was the plan of Nigeria and the agreement with the Finnish government. Remember, the Finnish government did not have any bilateral relationship with Nigeria before. But through, as you agree with me, even till now, check. You can check. They do not. Their embassy is no longer in Nigeria. But because of this Samonekpa case, they decided to form a relationship by giving them a contract which they are running in Nigeria, and they are using the oil to pay them. But the oil that is in Samonekpa's homeland is what they are using to pay.
The oil in
yes, the Biafra land.
Oh, the oil in Nigeria.
Which in Nigeria? Biafra land. Which stupid Nigeria? Biafra land. See, that's what they are using. And let me tell you what Samonekpa played that video because, and it will pave way because it's paving already. Now, when you say somebody is responsible or something, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Then, and that person is apprehended or was apprehended, I believe that very act or action of that person will stop. Is that also? Yes. But why is it that the thing, instead of stopping, the thing even increase, multiply it in number? The killing of the people in the southeast, the killing of Christians in Nigeria, it increased. When Samonekpa was there was no killing of, no record of 200 persons, children, father, mother, killed and burnt. Over 200 in a day. It never happened. But now he was absent. You said he was the one responsible. Now they hold him, they arrested him, and they keep him under their watch. Now the thing that have never taken place begin to take place. The worst begin to happen. Worse than ever when he was accused. Are you not seeing it that the young man was innocent of the accusation? That was why he played the video. But I'm the one that commit this one. But if you say, what I'm telling you people is what you people would have failed. And now let's watch a video clip. But when they watch, all this things was recorded with a date, and all this date was after they arrested him. That all this was happening massively.
But how do you think the Southeast governors will feel for Samonekpa exposing Nigeria as a terrorist nation?
See, a terrorist can never be happy that they have been exposed. So the Southeast governors are partnering with terrorists.
The Southeast governors
they are partnering with terrorists, because if they are not partnering with the terrorists, anything regard to terrorism should be called to order in any state of Nigeria. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Sure.
Go to anywhere in the world, anything regard to terrorism. Can you go to America and see somebody like any Californian governor, somebody come and act a terrorist act? You see him keeping quiet or even defending that group? Have you ever seen that? Why is it that the America pursue Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden and make sure that they end it? That means they are not in support and they don't like terrorism. It's against the law. But in Nigeria here, mighty ally Toji Bello and Co are moving freely. Do you see Nigeria? See, funny enough, they are even holding meeting with either Zamfara governor. Negotiation. They say a bandit, a terrorist is saying is opening the door for negotiation or peace. And we have governor, we have senator, we have chief of armed staff, and we have chief of defense, we have military, and this is a man that have taken the life of Nigerian police, the life of Nigerian military, both the commander, lieutenant, and whatsoever, in large number. And now coming up that they want to negotiate, and you people are trying to negotiate. Hello.
Okay, Pastor, we say very big thank you to you. Thank you for always coming out to air your visa. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
The former AGF, the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has received a petition from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer for saying that why didn't he charge Mazi Kanu? Why Mazi Kanu said that President Buhari died in 2017? If they were not, if really Buhari was alive then, why didn't they charge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for such war? Because that words are very heavy. For him to have said that the president died some years ago, that means he had fat. And Malami ignored that and did not charge Kanu over that. What do you think something is fishy, sir?
Of course, many things are fishing. Many things are fishing, but many Nigerians are ignorant to what is fishing.
Ignorant
To what is fishing, and that is why they will continue to play on them. These politicians will continue to play on Nigeria. You should have asked yourself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave you, they bring something on the table, say, I will quit Biafra. If you people will prove me wrong, that Buhari have not died,
that Buhari was not cloned,
that this person that is on the seat now is Buhari, can you defend it? Can you prove it? If you have a proof, I will drop agitation of Biafra. And Nigeria couldn't prove it. But Malami included this as part of the allegation they leveled against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
but he included it.
But this time around, in their charges, they drop it. That is to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stated the truth. And do you ask yourself, why is it that in this time around, Aisha Buhari was not there in the order when they are burying her husband? If truly that thing that they put there is Buhari, if that thing is not plantain, yes, now plantain tree now. You know, say according to tradition, when somebody died that you cannot throw, you go and invoke it, and you go and bring the person through the plantain tree and use it to represent the person and not the burial. It is possible. That is culture. That is tradition. That is Africa for you, and that is what Nigeria have played. Because this Buhari we are talking about have died in 2017, February 17th. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was correct. And do you ask yourself, why is it that the world leaders did not send any representative regard to this?
Any delegates
regard to this? Why is it that the ECOWAS, which Buhari happened to be their chairman before, did not send delegates? You know, a president of Nigeria stands as a president of Africa and ECOWAS. Why is it that they did not send any delegate to this? That is to tell you that Buhari have died 2017 and they cannot conduct his burial twice.
But
you cannot bury one person 2 times.
But Pastor, do you think that the Fulanis are playing a script in all of this? Do you think?
Yes, they are playing. Not that they are playing a script. They have played the script.
They have played the script.
Yes, they have played the script.
And what's the script about?
And the script is this: which Bola Ahmed Tinubu partner with it. Oshibanjo knows this game.
He knows this game.
He knows. See, let me tell you, the script that they play is this. The mistake of 2007 must not repeat itself.
Okay, that's
Yaradua Jonathan must not repeat itself. And this time around, for them to achieve that their dream, and for them to do what you see them even doing, trying to acquire what you see them trying to acquire today, they must have somebody to continue that seat of Buhari. You see why they decided, are you hearing me? You see why they decided to choose Sudanese man and crown him.
Sudanese man.
Yes, and crown him. Why am I saying this? When this man returned to Nigeria as a rock, that was his office, his fingerprint could not be able to open his office because his office was fixed through his fingerprint. Why is it that now that he returned, his fingerprint could not open it again? That's another thing. And another point is, where is it that after that 2017, Aisha Buhari now travel to Dubai? How many times ever since that time do you see this Buhari you are mentioning with Aisha Buhari together? You remember there was a video that come up one certain time that Aisha Buhari, when people started, 1 year, they are complaining, Aisha Buhari, the husband that I know is not the, I marry is not this one. Which message is he passing? And let me tell you, why I say Tinubu is aware of it, is partner with it, is this. Why, ask yourself this question, why is it that this man, the former Fayoshi Ekiti governor, why is it that they refused? Yes. Why is it that they refused him to see Buhari when he traveled, when Buhari was sick? Why? Because they say that one now more going to escape him out. He go come, he go talk. Yeah, you know go fit keep secrets. Do you understand? They stop him. And let me tell you, had they been that they announced Buhari is dead in 2017, who do you think that will become the president? Oshibanjo. Yes. Is it not Oshibanjo? Yes. And now, if Oshibanjo becomes a president, what do you think that will happen to Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidential ambition?
It will put on hold.
Definitely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidential ambition will be dead.
Exactly.
Are you hearing me? You see why they have to reach an agreement to reach a contract with the Sudanese Buhari. Are you getting it? To continue that office the remaining 6 years while Oshibanjo remains there. By the time they finish, the contract which they sign have expired. That's why they declare him dead. That contract have expired. That's why they declare him dead.
Oh, we saw his body now, and then we saw.
No, did I open that thing for you to see? Don't say you saw his body, but you saw something
entering into UK's into the clinic.
Yes, now they are using. Don't excuse me. Are you a baby? You know you watch am for film where dem go carry something like a rubber, wear on their face mask. They look like somebody. Hello, you never see am. Even in wrestling, it happens. Kevin Owen wore it to resemble another wrestler.
You want to remember
another wrestler? Yes, it's like a rubber. They can dress you with anything. You carry somebody's face, you'll be speaking. And don't you know that technology have made it that even me that is sounding like this now, there is a way I will speak now, I sound like a woman. Voice, they can change your voice, it sounds like somebody's voice. Hello.
Hi. So
these are the facts that I am telling you regard to this. That is why the world leaders could not attend, and that is why the Hausa man could not pump it up again, because he knows Mazen Nnamdi is sure of what he was saying.
But lastly, before I let you go, sir, do you share that Aisha Buhari is very much aware of all the scripts and all these games?
Yes, Aisha Buhari was there. That's why when he said this is not the man that they shone her rather, and she have to go back to where she come from. Do you see her speak ever since that day? then the real message you should understand with what I have said so far. Why is it, or ask yourself, why is it that she was not there that very day that they are burying this very Buhari, this 2025 Buhari? Where was she? And now somebody come up and said because she divorced her husband before her husband died. Say that kind of talk. No be foolish talk.
Pastor, do you think Mazi Kanu should be studied? Who is Mazi Kanu? All his prophecies are now coming, become a reality. Who is Mazi Kanu?
Mazi Kanu is a prophet unrecognized in Nigeria, but recognized by God. You understand? And he is sent by God. And why they did not, Nigeria will not regard him, because again, he came from the axis of what? East.
And by what already named the Kunis were gay before with the Lunobosu Tinketa. I got up on Kunriati, Bostamaka befender Nine, Muna with a lie. Why Funchen Dunkuno? One Kemesiano Munem.